She's the mother of dragons in Game of Thrones. And that's what Blake Lively says in a text message, that she too has her dragons, Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift. That's, again, believed to be the other person.
The drama is only heating up and the plot just keeps thickening. So, what do you think? Is Baldoni simply defending himself, or is there more to Lively's accusations? Share your thoughts in the comments below. That's it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the notification bell for all the latest updates.
You know that Justin and his team promised to start releasing all of his correspondence with her. They're saying, we'll be an open book. This is not a nice person. And Justin bent over backwards to accommodate her many, many demands, which included, according to him, taking over the film, rewriting scenes, all of which is very irregular for the co-star.
This morning, 3 months after the bitter PR war between It Ends With Us stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni began, the case has finally reached court. Their attorneys facing off for the first time in front of a federal judge who warned both sides to rein in the public rancor to avoid influencing a potential jury.
It actually gets worse.
But they're saying she decided she wanted to take over and use the power of her fame and name and that of her husband, Ryan Reynolds, to bully Justin Baldoni into the fetal position. At one point, he leaned forward and slowly dragged his lips from her ear and down her neck as he said, "It smells so good." None of this was remotely in character or based on any dialogue in the script, and nothing needed to be said because, again, there was no sound. Mr. Baldoni was caressing Ms. Lively with his mouth in a way that had nothing to do with their roles. When Ms. Lively later objected to this behavior, Mr. Baldoni's response was,
This morning, 3 months after the heated PR conflict between It Ends With Us stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni erupted, the case has officially entered the courtroom. Their lawyers squared off for the first time before a federal judge, who urged both parties to tone down their public disagreements to avoid swaying a potential jury.
producing partner of showing her then they produced in his lawsuit against her a picture of the alleged and it was a beautiful, artistic, absolutely shot of his business partner and his wife with their newborn baby in a bathtub after a bathtub birth, an at-home birth, holding one another. You can't see any body parts. You can just see that two people clearly are in a bathtub holding their baby. Just here's yet another one. She wants us to believe this is actionable what we just witnessed there. You tell me whether that's what that looks like to you.
Because look at this text. Regarding dailies, again, this is to Blake Lively. Regarding dailies, obviously you know I want your input. That's why I sent the 5-hour playlist. But at this point, it's too early for me to share all the dailies. Once I am physically in the edit and have touched scenes myself, I'd love to share with you. Lively, however, did not appear to be easily deterred because she allegedly pressed further with this response. Regarding dailies, none of the producers have had access to dailies. It's just you.
We have to rethink all the bad press that we read or wrote about Blake Lively. Were we used by a harasser trying to smear her? And this led Justin to eventually speak out saying, this is all BS, that I didn't harass her in any way, shape, or form. She tried to steal my movie from her. I bent over backward to accommodate her.
I can send you my pass at the roof or just read with you when we get together next week. Let me know what you prefer. If you knew me longer, then you'd have a sense of how flirty and yummy the ball busting would play. It's my love language, spicy and playfully bold, never with teeth. And him serving it back to her is just as important.
But we can assume it had something to do with what he saw in these dailies, what he read in the script. Who even knows what led him to even visit on this day? And the person says that from that day forward, he started involving himself, that he basically became a chaperone for her on set. He was there basically every day, involved in the projects, wanting to rewrite lines. And suddenly Ryan Reynolds was trying to wrangle this project from Justin Baldoni, okay?
Megyn Kelly isn't mincing words when it comes to the behind-the-scenes footage of Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni from It Ends With Us after accusing Baldoni of certain actions. She shared her unfiltered opinions on the clip during the Megyn Kelly show Scan. To say she wasn't impressed by the backlash would be an understatement. So, what actually happened behind the scenes? And what explosive details did Megyn spill about the footage? Find out by hitting that subscribe button and ringing the notification bell.
And you can hear Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni interacting as themselves, knowing that this is all on video and that this is going to be used to create this dance scene. And no such moment is shown. Oh, just watch it. Watch it.
In her analysis, Kelly painted Lively as being completely flirtatious in the scene. The clip, first shared by Daily C*, shows Lively and Baldoni dancing together on set. According to Kelly's team, Baldoni appears to lean in closely, kiss Lively's forehead, brush his face against her neck, flick her lip with his thumb, and even comment on how good she smells, all while having a casual, seemingly out-of-character conversation.
One of the key allegations in her complaint against Justin Baldoni was as follows, okay, from paragraph 48 of her complaint. She writes, on another occasion, Mr. Baldoni and Ms. Lively were filming a slow dance scene for a montage in which no sound was recorded. Mr. Baldoni chose to let the camera roll and have them perform the scene, but did not act in character as Ryle. Instead, he spoke to Ms. Lively out of character as himself. At one point, he leaned forward and slowly dragged his lips from her ear and down her neck as he said, "It smells so good." None of this was remotely in character or based on any dialogue in the script, and nothing needed to be said because, again, there was no sound. Mr. Baldoni was caressing Ms. Lively with his mouth in a way that had nothing to do with their roles. When Ms. Lively later objected to this behavior, Mr. Baldoni's response was, "I'm not even attracted to you." Well, guess what? TMZ has gotten its hands on that video, and you can hear Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni interacting as themselves, knowing that this is all on video and that this is going to be used to create this dance scene, and no such moment is shown.
However, Kelly brushed off the accusations, dismissing them as a nothing burger. She argued that the actors were simply doing their job, portraying a couple in love, and striving to make their on-screen chemistry feel real. Kelly also noted that Lively was laughing, holding hands with Baldoni, and engaging in casual conversation, highlighting that the audio wouldn't even make it into the final cut of the film.
And no such moment is shown. Oh, just watch it. Watch it.
Oh my gosh, we don't shut up.
And Emily and I have we have these moments where
staring. You just stare.
Literally we've done it for 5 minutes. it's like, I think you would find it terrifying. It's literally
you're talking about your spouses.
Each other, and
when
time,
I found a sociopath,
and time stops.
Yeah,
but that's just how it's been for us from the beginning.
No, we're like, oh my god, there's not enough time.
Oh.
And they score again.
Yeah. Again. It's like, oh my god, I forgot to tell you something else.
Oh, I think that's cute. You guys are really cute.
I think it's more than cute. I feel so nosy.
They're acting like lovers.
And my nose is so big.
Yes, I was hoping that we could address this. It's not too late. Just gotta shut down. We gotta call an insurance month and just deal with that.
Yeah.
And then
deal with your big nose.
Just kidding.
Okay, there. Okay, so he puts his like head in her neck.
I'm not getting beard on you today.
And says, "Am I getting beard on you?"
It smells good.
Well, it's not that. It's my body makeup.
Right, and then says, "Smells good," and she says, "It's my body makeup." That's her moment. They are playfully acting for the camera, trying to make it look like two lovers, two people in a relationship.
Kelly stood by the view that while their behavior was undeniably flirtatious, it was all in good fun. She pointed out that they even joked about their spouses, stressing that there was nothing serious going on in the now viral clip. In the montage, the two playfully debate whether it's better to talk or kiss. Lively suggests that talking feels more romantic, and Baldoni agrees. She then wonders if anyone will figure out what they're really talking about, to which he humorously reassures her that no one will ever know.
In this voicemail at 2 a.m., it's interesting, by the way, he has it. I guess he was taping his own voicemails, because this is, according to TMZ, coming from him or his team, not from her. I think the point of it is to show us that he was not some evil harasser. He was subjugated to her and Ryan Reynolds, and clearly afraid of both of them.
With Hollywood buzzing over the footage, Kelly's perspective is certainly stirring up controversy. But what do you think? Was this just playful acting, or is there more to the story? The conversation between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni takes a personal turn when they start talking about their spouses. Lively mentions that she and Ryan Reynolds talk constantly, while Baldoni jokes that he and his wife, Emily, just stare at each other for 10 minutes, making it feel like only 5. This cracks Lively up, but Baldoni quickly adds that she'd probably find it terrifying. As Lively continues to gush about how much she and Reynolds talk, Baldoni calls it cute, saying they make a great couple, but Lively corrects him, saying, "It's more than just cute," realizing his slip-up. Baldoni quickly agrees and calls their relationship amazing. Megyn Kelly, however, isn't buying it. After the accusations surrounding the clip, she calls out Lively for making it seem like something more serious happened. Kelly questions whether anyone watching would interpret it that way, suggesting Lively is trying to position herself as a Me Too victim because of the scene. Kelly doesn't hold back, calling the whole thing absurd and claiming Lively isn't being truthful. She even says she believes Lively less than ever and completely doubts her claims. According to Kelly, if Lively were being honest, there'd be no need for any fear. Meanwhile, in the now viral footage, Baldoni, who directed It Ends With Us*, suggests filming an almost kiss. Lively, however, keeps the conversation flowing, arguing that talking is actually more romantic, and teasing that audiences don't always need the kiss they expect. Things take a goofy turn when they press their foreheads together, and Lively starts talking about noses, saying she feels so nosy. Baldoni jokes about his nose being huge, and Lively bursts into laughter, playfully saying they should finally acknowledge it. She even jokes about needing to call an insurance company to handle it before laughing it off.
I will play you a 2-minute summary of the 7-minute groveling apology he sent her in this voicemail at 2 a.m. It's interesting, by the way, he has it. I guess he was taping his own voicemails, because this is, according to TMZ, coming from him or his team, not from her. I think the point of it is to show us that he was not some evil harasser. He was, he was subjugated to her and Ryan Reynolds, and clearly afraid of both of them. This guy's been to a few too many How to Be a Feminist classes. Take a listen.
Hey, Blake. It is 2 a.m. Hopefully this does not wake you up. I want to start with an apology. Man, reading the second part of your message, my heart sank. And I'm really sorry. I for sure fell short. And you worked really hard on that. And the way you framed it and how that made you feel, I just want to say thank you for sharing that with me.
The behind-the-scenes clip shifts into another take, with Justin Baldoni giving directions to the crew while discussing the scene with Blake Lively. However, just over 7 minutes in, the conversation that seems to have triggered Lively's accusation unfolds.
And Ryan Reynolds, and clearly afraid of both of them. This guy's been to a few too many How to Be a Feminist classes. Take a listen.
Hey, Blake. It is 2 a.m. Hopefully this does not wake you up. I want to start with an apology. Man, reading the second part of your message, my heart sank.
Baldoni asks if his beard is rubbing off on her, and Lively laughs, joking that she's probably getting spray tan on him instead. He responds by saying it smells good, and they both laugh. Lively then clarifies that it's actually her body makeup, not the spray tan, as the extras cheer in the background. Baldoni calls cut and tells everyone they've got enough footage for a 17-minute reel.
This legal battle between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively just got more intense, and I didn't think it could, because Justin just launched an entire website with close to 400 pages of evidence as he tries to win public opinion in this legal battle between It Ends With Us drama. I don't know anything. Basically, these two are involved in legal disputes. I feel like I've learned more about them in the past few months than I've learned about my friends and family. When you go to his website, there's 2 different documents, but the first one is the amended complaint. It is 224 pages, and in it shows that they found metadata of the New York Times article posted in December showing that they have been colluding with Blake and Ryan for months. And then there is the timeline of the relevant events. That is 168 pages, which starts January 1st, 2019, when he first emailed Colleen about the movie, all the way to January 29th, 2025. That is a 6-year timeline. Like, I've never seen anything like this.
In her civil rights complaint last month, Lively claimed that no one else heard the exchange because the scene was silent, and their microphones were off. However, *dailymail.com uncovered that Baldoni's mic was actually on and released the footage showing the full interaction. In response to Lively's accusations, Baldoni filed a lawsuit of his own, He initially sued the New York Times for defamation, and just last week, he escalated the situation with a massive $400 million lawsuit against Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds. He accuses Lively of leveraging her fame to take control of his film and sabotage his career.
Blake Lively did not even read the book that the movie was based on.
Correct.
And we're not talking War and Peace. And then she wanted to, ixnayed all of the wardrobe choices, because when you're making a movie about a poor woman who's suffering from domestic violence, you want her to look like she has money.
Right.
That Blake said.
That's what she did.
She looks like she has money.
Yep.
And she's dressing in florals. And then she's going on this press tour, her liquor line and her hair care line, because that's what women who are trying to escape with their lives are worried about.
Baldoni's lawsuit also asserts that Lively hadn't read the book It Ends With Us was based on. Until filming was already in progress, he further claims that she, along with her publicist Leslie Sloan and the New York Times conspired to generate negative press about him.
Now you see text messages in this lawsuit from Blake Lively comparing herself to the heroine of Game of Thrones, the fiercest female character we've seen in years, Khaleesi. That's her riding her dragon. She's the mother of dragons in Game of Thrones. And that's what Blake Lively says in a text message, that she too has her dragons, Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift. That's, again, believed to be the other person, and that they are powerful advocates for her. And while it seems to be said, like, I'm so lucky that I have them as great storytellers to help me rewrite this script, what Brian Friedman alleges is, you'll go along or I'll unleash my dragons on you, you loser who no one's ever heard of.
In one section of the legal filing, it's alleged that Blake Lively attempted to intimidate Justin Baldoni by mentioning her famous husband, Ryan Reynolds, and her close friend, Taylor Swift. She reportedly compared herself to a Game of Thrones character, saying, "I have a lot of dragons."
This legal battle between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively just got more intense, and I didn't think it could, because Justin just launched an entire website with close to 400 pages of evidence as he tries to win public opinion in this legal battle between It Ends With Us drama. I don't know anything. Basically, these two are involved in legal disputes. I feel like I've learned more about them in the past few months than I've learned about my friends and family. When you go to his website, there's two different documents, but the first one is the amended complaint. It is 224 pages. And in it, it shows that they found metadata of the New York Times article posted in December showing that they have been colluding with Blake and Ryan for months. And then there is the timeline of the relevant events. It is 168 pages, which starts January 1st, 2019, when you first emailed Colleen about the movie, all the way to January 29th, 2025. That is a 6-year timeline. Like, I've never seen anything like this. This is what Justin wants to let the public know, and this website is live and you could see it for yourself. Like, they're really living up to the movie name. It Ends With Us.
Because she writes back, or seemingly writes back, I understand that you'll never personally know all the nuances of the challenges unless you live this physical moment in time I'm in with this physical road ahead. So having your understanding and support to help me pull this off is critical and very, very appreciated. Not just in my experience now, but also healing from experiences past. So thank you.
But that's not all. Lively and her team are also accused of tampering with text conversations between Baldoni's publicists to make it seem like they were conspiring to smear her. These edited texts were subsequently shared online, sparking a wave of social media backlash against Baldoni and his team.
Producing partner of showing her pornography. Then they produced in his lawsuit against her a picture of the alleged pornography, and it was a beautiful, artistic, absolutely non-pornographic shot of his business partner and his wife with their newborn baby in a bathtub after a bathtub birth, an at-home birth, holding one another. You can't see any body parts. You can just see that two people clearly are in a bathtub holding their baby. Just here's yet another one. She wants us to believe this is actionable what we just witnessed there.
Baldoni's cross-complaint uncovers some shocking details, including how he and his family were forced to spend the premiere of It Ends With Us in a separate room because Lively wouldn't allow him to be in the same space as her. So is Blake. twisting the truth. If she's not being honest here, what else has she exaggerated or fabricated? The whole situation feels more like a smear campaign than a genuine accusation. This isn't the first time Blake's story has been questioned. You might remember when she accused Justin's producing partner of showing her something inappropriate, only for it to later be revealed that what she criticized was actually a beautiful, intimate photo of the partner and his wife with their newborn baby after a home birth. Nothing inappropriate about it at all.
This is what she's done throughout. She said, he came in my trailer while I was breastfeeding. Well, then he produced the text messages showing her saying, I'm breastfeeding, come on over. Time and time again, she accuses him of doing something, which then when you hear the full context is an absolute nothing burger.
This seems to be a recurring pattern for Blake. Her own text messages have come to light, showing a completely different side of her relationship with Justin in these messages. She's the one sending flirty texts and even inviting him over while she's breastfeeding. This contradicts the narrative she's attempting to portray to the public.
And this is from the film Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. So we're talking about co-stars America Ferrera, Amber Tamblyn, and Alexis Bledel. And that statement read, as Blake's friends and sisters for over 20 years, we stand with her in solidarity as she fights back against the reported campaign waged to destroy her reputation.
So it's usually not my thing to make those kind of videos, but I think it's time to stand up for a person that I really love. And this person is Blake Lively. And I'm really tired to see those kind of cruel and bad comment about her without knowing the situation. So that's why I want to link right here an article, the New York Times, just to make you understand before commenting what happened.
Megyn Kelly also pointed out that Blake's actions don't align with her accusations. She's been controlling the narrative, leaking information, and trying to portray herself as the victim. It seems like she's been working to reshape her image, especially after some videos from last summer made her seem, well, less than graceful. But hold on, it gets even juicier. Kelly isn't just calling out Blake, she's also shining a light on how other celebrities are stepping up to support Justin Baldoni amidst all the drama and lawsuits. You'd think that if Blake were truly the victim, her co-stars would have her back, right? Instead, a number of celebrities are coming forward to back Baldoni's side of the story. While not everyone is making bold statements, some well-known figures are either speaking out publicly or showing their support behind the scenes. This whole mess has Hollywood watching closely. As for Blake's friends from Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants America Ferrera, Amber Tamblyn, and Alexis Bledel, they released a statement saying, as Blake's friends and sisters for over 20 years, we stand with her in solidarity as she fights back against the reported campaign waged to destroy her reputation.
For those who are not in the Hollywood world, what is wrong with her taking over the film?
I've never seen it before in my 30-plus year career in Hollywood. And an executive producer is below a producer in the film world. An executive producer signed up to be an executive producer, and that's it. As the time progressed in this film, she decided that she wanted to be a producer. She started to make edits. She wanted to be part of the editing team. There were people hired, like human beings actually hired to do the editing job, who had done work as editors. She wanted to be part of that team. The next thing you know, she took over the editing. She started making threats that she wouldn't promote the movie, that she wanted to be in control of marketing of the movie, that she would do nothing in terms of promotion unless she was the actual editor.
Sources reveal that Baldoni's supporters come from all walks of life, close friends, colleagues, and even admirers of his work and down-to-earth personality. Some know him through his charity work, others through past collaborations, but they all agree that the idea of Baldoni as a bully doesn't align with the person they know. And here's where it gets really interesting, with so many celebrities stepping up and some questionable documents backing Baldoni's side. The whole situation is starting to look different. People are beginning to wonder if Blake might be downplaying or even ignoring her role in some of the lighter, more stylish moments in It Ends With Us *. Let's dive in. This story is about to get even juicier as we break down the celebs supporting Baldoni in their own ways. First up, we've got Gina Rodriguez. You know her from Jane the Virgin *, right? Baldoni directed one of the most iconic episodes of the show, so their bond runs deep. When Gina was asked about the drama surrounding It Ends With Us in an interview, she didn't hold back. After a brief pause, she gave huge props to Baldoni for respecting the source material. Gina went on to say that Baldoni would never compromise the emotional core of a story, just for humor. Honestly, she seemed to be hinting that if there was any push for more jokes, it probably came from somewhere else, maybe even a team decision, not just one person. Like Lively has suggested, her comments set the internet on fire, especially among fans of the book and Team Lively, who are now questioning whether Gina's words reveal something more. But let's be real, her calm, collected support of Baldoni made her one of the strongest voices in this entire drama. Next, we have Chrissy Metz, best known for This Is Us. She might make us cry on screen, but off screen, she's all about supporting teamwork and kindness in Hollywood. Chrissy met Baldoni through their shared charitable work, and when rumors started swirling that Lively might not be telling the full story about what happened on set, Chrissy didn't stay quiet. She posted a cryptic message on social media, not shady, but definitely hinting that kindness and honesty should be the foundation when discussing creative differences. Word is, Chrissy also had quiet conversations with close friends, asserting that this situation wasn't as straightforward as it's being made out to be. Chrissy didn't stir up drama with Blake Lively, but her subtle support for Baldoni didn't go unnoticed, especially when she emphasized how Baldoni prioritizes emotional depth over flashy glam. Now let's talk about Hilary Swank, the two-time Academy Award winner. While she hasn't worked with Baldoni directly, they move in the same circles, particularly when it comes to social justice and philanthropy. Insiders say Hilary wasn't buying the narrative that Baldoni is some controlling director who shuts down women's voices. She reportedly made it clear that Baldoni fosters an inclusive and empowering atmosphere on set. While she hasn't made any public statements, her quiet support for Baldoni speaks volumes. She's not one to engage in drama, so her backing him is a pretty big deal. And then there's Mindy Kaling, known for her sharp humor and incredible writing. What you might not know is that she and Baldoni have been low-key friends for a while, always showing each other love on social media and vibing creatively. So when Mindy Kaling was asked about the It Ends With Us drama on the red carpet, she didn't hesitate to speak up. She praised Baldoni for his ability to balance humor and heart in his work, and made it clear that any comedy in the film was a team effort. She also emphasized how Baldoni has always been a champion for telling women's stories. While Mindy didn't directly call out Blake, her praise for Baldoni's character and work spoke volumes. Mindy's comments weren't just casual remarks, they were an outright endorsement of Baldoni, no question. But hold on, the drama doesn't stop there. Next up is Selena Gomez. While Selena and Baldoni haven't worked on major projects together, they definitely move in the same circles. Insiders say Selena wasn't buying the whole Lively was blindsided story regarding the comedic rewrites. She reportedly told people there's no way those big creative decisions, especially with someone like Lively in the lead, could have been made without her knowing. Although Selena didn't directly call out Lively when she spoke about teamwork and collaboration in filmmaking, it was clear she was backing Baldoni. Her comments had everyone reading between the lines. And then there's Jordan Fisher, who's been vocal in supporting Baldoni, having worked with him on several projects. Jordan has praised Baldoni for being professional and fair to everyone on set, making it clear that Baldoni's reputation for respect and fairness is well-earned. It seems Baldoni is building quite the squad of defenders.
She, time and time again, she accuses him of doing something, which then when you hear the full context is an absolute nothing burger. She accused his producing partner. Now she wants a complete gag order. Now he needs to be shut down to protect her. This is very unfair to poor Blake. Why should Justin be able to release snippets to the media without the full context? That's what she said. That's what she did. She alleges that she's a Me Too victim there. That's absurd. And I can tell you that as somebody who's not a Hollywood actress, notwithstanding my very short stint in that cartoon, Bircham. Okay, but I'm just saying, this person is not an honest broker. I believe her less than ever. I actually disbelieve her fully now.
Jordan Fisher wasn't just talking for the sake of it, he really broke things down. When asked about the tension on set, he emphasized that Baldoni is the type of person who would sit down and resolve any issues rather than letting them go unresolved. This was a major counterpoint to the idea that Lively was constantly disrespected. Jordan also pointed out that if the comedic and high-fashion elements made it into the movie, it was likely a group decision, one that everyone involved agreed upon creatively, not just Baldoni pushing his own agenda. Fans are loving this, especially since Jordan is known for being easygoing and down-to-earth. His words have given a solid vote of confidence. To Baldoni's side of the story, next up is Olia Cravalho, the voice of Mona. While she hasn't worked directly with either Lively or Baldoni, the two met at a benefit concert. When the drama came up, Olia didn't hold back. She said there's no way someone as warm and open as Baldoni would ignore a star's input, especially not Lively's. She described him as someone who listens and adjusts, showing he's not only a collaborator but genuinely respects others' ideas. That's a big endorsement from someone who's seen Baldoni in action. Even if they didn't work together, Olia's words hit hard, especially since she's newer to the industry but values reputation. Her perspective added a fresh voice to the conversation. Then there's Shawn Mendes. While he's not in the film industry, his friendship with Baldoni runs deep, thanks to their shared passion for charity work. When rumors surfaced about Lively twisting the truth, Shawn took to social media to defend Baldoni. He called him one of the real ones in Hollywood and praised his commitment to telling honest stories. While Shawn didn't directly name Lively, the timing of his post made his stance clear. Camila Cabello also weighed in during a live Q&A with fans when rumors about Baldoni making comedic changes to the movie surfaced. When asked if she thought Baldoni was ignoring Lively's voice, Camila quickly shut it down. She made it clear that she's never known Baldoni to be manipulative, and emphasized that he always ensures everyone's voice is heard on set. Plus, with Lively's years of experience and strong industry connections, there's no way she could have been easily sidelined. While Camila's comments weren't super detailed, they certainly contributed to the growing feeling that Lively's side of the story might be missing some key elements. And then there's Sophia Bush, who's practically leading Baldoni's defense squad, known for her advocacy of fairness in Hollywood. It's no surprise that she didn't hold back after Baldoni's lawsuit made headlines. Word is she reached out to him privately to offer support, but she didn't stop there. During a public event focused on women in film, Sophia remarked that one person's version of events can't always be taken at face value, especially when large productions are involved. Many people interpreted this as a subtle jab at Lively's side of the story, reminding everyone that things are rarely as straightforward as they seem. Sophia's call for considering multiple perspectives struck a chord, particularly since she's long been an advocate for ensuring women's voices are heard in the industry. Her message gave Baldoni a boost, suggesting that the full truth would eventually come out and clear his name. Even with all these high-profile names backing him up, the drama is still far from over. Lively isn't backing down. She continues to assert that Baldoni allowed the comedic and high-fashion elements to overshadow the emotional depth of the book, and she remains firm in saying her concerns were dismissed, leaving her out of the loop on key creative decisions.
And she seemed to be really bothered by Baldoni praising her passion for the scene as opposed to her actual contribution of her work. She wrote back, "I told them," seemingly meaning Reynolds and Swift, "that you laughed a bunch and said it's probably a blend, but you appreciate my passion so much," which of course didn't feel great for me, or them, to have my passion be praised instead of any specific contribution, or even just that you didn't like the pages, which was fine also.
Things took a dramatic turn when Lively took her complaints to court, accusing Baldoni of defamation and creating a toxic work environment. But Baldoni wasn't backing down. In response, he filed a massive $400 million defamation lawsuit, presenting text messages, meeting notes, and other evidence that allegedly show Lively was fully aware of and had approved the comedic rewrites and wardrobe choices from the outset. The drama is only heating up and the plot just keeps thickening. So, what do you think? Is Baldoni simply defending himself, or is there more to Lively's accusations? Share your thoughts in the comments below. That's it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the notification bell for all the latest updates.